If you take Dragonbolt, as well as Brain Attack Surge, you can use the pieces from both sets to build this sick combiner model. This is such a good build. Let's discuss why I think this is so awesome, and also chat about how we can use the pieces that come in both Dragonbolt and Surge in your own LEGO creations. Let's go. Now, as far as I could tell, this combiner doesn't actually have a name, but since it's just basically Surge with wings, I'm going to refer to him as Ultra Surge. I think this does a great job of improving what was already an awesome version of Surge, but now making him way cooler. He's taller now, and he's got giant awesome dragon wings. This cool, like, powered up look I think is just so satisfying. It's like when Pokemon evolve. Now they have wings or other new exciting features. It's an advancement on some of their earlier forms, and yeah, you might have liked how they looked before, but all these new additions, they just look so much better, and you love to see it. And I think this combiner has very similar vibes. When you picture little old 1.0 Surge in his first appearance, when he was just a tiny little boy with this cute little lightning weapon, and now he's huge, and instead of lightning weapons, he has this awesome lightning spear and frickin' lightning wings. There's just something so satisfying about seeing a character reach a new form or seeing them reach their full potential, and to me, that's exactly what this combiner model is. Now, of course, other waves of Hero Factory had their unique combiner models, and some of them made for nice new creations, which were just a combination of pieces from multiple sets. Some of them were, simply just combining two sets together and adding a few additional upgrades, nothing too fancy. And then some of the combiner models were downright awful. I'm looking at you, Lucas Valor, what the heck is going on with your face? But Ultra Surge just has to be my favorite of all of the different combiner models from Hero Factory. An ultimate form come to life. And the very idea of a combiner model, it just encourages creativity and play. Maybe you're playing with these two toys and in your own epic storyline, Surge has finally taken down Dragonbolt, but there's some stronger, more powerful enemies still to come. Well, Surge can use the pieces from Dragonbolt and build himself some cool new armor and some awesome wings, and now he's going to be unstoppable. That's some sick storytelling potential right there. And the idea of that lets you keep building and keep playing for ages. You build both sets, you build their combiner model, you take it apart, you start building your own creations. That's just such good toy design. Hours of play, hours of fun. That's why I love LEGO so much, and the fact that LEGO took the time to give you instructions to build this combiner model, it's the perfect thing to encourage people to build and encourage people to play. That's just great, man. Anyway, that's enough about the psychology behind why this is a great toy. How is this thing built? Well, they've given him a lovely Valiant shield and a funky lightning staff. Although this lightning staff, it uses what I assumed was an illegal technique. You have to shove that lightsaber bar into one of these blue Technic pins. I thought that doing this would put a lot of stress on these pieces and thus makes it an illegal technique. But that being said, it doesn't feel like it's putting stress on the pieces, so I guess this is okay? Or maybe the illegal techniques department at LEGO just didn't really notice this one because it was a combiner model and they were like, yeah, whatever. But still, I don't think you'd see this kind of technique on a traditional LEGO set. They also added some additional armor onto Surge's torso, it buffs it up a little bit, makes him look well armored and strong. And these wings, they just look lovely. They're very similar in design to how Dragonbolt's wings looked, and they also have this very cool play feature where you can push this little button here and the wings flap. That's super cool. The only issue though with these wings is that this kind of like backpack area on the back here, it really does stick out pretty far, and as a result it makes this toy a little bit too top heavy. If you don't pose him in just the right way, it's very easy for Surge to just fall over because he can't really support his own weight. He can stand up, but it's just not super easy to do so, which is a shame for sure, but I guess that's the sacrifice you make when you have a play feature like this. Otherwise, he poses well and he just oozes cool. It's a very well designed little combo model. The look of it just fulfills all those power fantasies of an ultimate final form for your favorite hero. Everything here is perfect. I wish LEGO would still make instructions for combiner models for current LEGO sets. They just don't do it as much these days, it's a shame. It was always such an awesome idea. But okay, if you want to use these pieces that came in both of these sets in your own LEGO creations, well, how would you do so? Well, you get 4 of these lovely Exoforce robot arm pieces in blue. Obviously, you can use these for the iconic finger design that, originated on Hydraxon, but it does have other uses. Matt Goldberg has implemented them here on the face design of his awesome seahorse mock. And these are just perfect for filling in little gaps and helping to shape different areas of this mock. It's a very helpful piece, and it's great that you get some in this set. Surge also comes with these awesome lightning bolt pieces. Now Patrick Biggs has used them very elegantly on his Rakshi of weather control. The unique color of these pieces, it pops so nicely up against the lovely gold of this Rakshi. Isn't that lovely? Dragonbolt comes with some of these cool barb horn pieces in black, and Joxon's Skulk Hound uses them as ears. I think these work so well with the unique, jittery line style of this mock. It looks fresh out of some kind of creepy horror video game or cartoon, and so these barb pieces, they just complement that style so well. And it's just a good ear design. Surge's awesome Brain Attack mask is one of my favorites. It's lovely to see a variant of the original awesome Surge mask. And hey, why not use it on a mock like Master Rika has done here? It's a solid mask, you may as well put it to good use as, you know, an actual mask. I mean, sure, you could use it as an interesting shoulder design or a cool looking knee design, but it is a mask. Why not use it as a mask? It looks great here. Both of these sets have heaps of blue CCBS shells, and these have all sorts of great uses. But one way that you could use them is like Matt Goldberg has done here, angling them like this so that they resemble like spikes on a back. That's so sleek and that's so sick. It's good to see Matt thinking outside of the box and not just using them as leg or arm armor. Flipping them on their side here, great idea. And of course you get the iconic Dragonbolt mask. Matt Goldberg has used it here on his own dragon mock, and I mean, you know, it's the perfect piece to be using if you're building a dragon. But if you want to use it for something that's a little bit more different, you could get two of this piece and then build a sick spaceship like this. The two of them across from one another, I just love how that looks. And hey, Matt's also used one of these blue dagger pieces on the very top of the spaceship here. You get two of them in Dragonbolt, and it's a lovely piece. Another way that you could use this is very similar to what KaneZ1 did here on his Jetbug revamp, using it as a little cool wrist blade. How lovely. So whether it's blue or whether it's silver, this is a very useful piece. And Dragonbolt also comes with one of the coolest looking Brain Slug pieces. Why not use it much like IGU has done here on his Ogrim revamp? If you embed it in the torso a little bit and combine it with some other plant-like pieces, it starts to look a little bit less like a Brain Slug and more like different plant aesthetics. Very clever way to use a bit more of an obscure piece. And finally, both sets boast a lovely array of CCBS bone pieces. Mitch Henry has used some of them here very well. You know, whether they're armored or unarmored, they complement this mutated robot look very well. It's cool to see that these CCBS bones complement a Toa Hordika revamp incredibly well. There's just so many uses for CCBS bone pieces. This is just one way you can use them, but oi, countless different ways that they could be used. And it's a good thing you get so many in both of these sets. So yeah, a solid combiner model and two sets with some brilliant pieces. Ultra Surge, he's the best, man. Now I hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at this combiner, and I hope you get some inspiration for using some of the pieces as well. Be sure to check the links in the description below if you want to see more from the builders that I featured today. You'll love what you see there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.